And how about we get a full check of weather now with Weather Authority meteorologist Erica Brattin.
We had those low clouds earlier this morning, even some areas of patchy fog, and well, those low clouds are returning this evening, and that's really what we're going to see through the overnight hours as well. And that's because we have a deeper marine layer, trough low pressure digging into our area. That cool down really started yesterday. We're going to continue to see, or we have continued to see that cool down today, and then as we head into tomorrow, even cooler temperatures expected. But again, we're not going to stay there. As we head into Sunday, ridge of high pressure will start to build back into our area, and Sunday looking gorgeous across the central coast. We're talking about mostly clear conditions out there, and that is because we're actually going to have an offshore flow developing. That's going to continue into Monday, so we're still going to see some nice warm conditions Monday, not just for our inland locations, but even around the coast. And then, as I mentioned earlier, things get a little complicated here. We have a couple cutoff lows hanging out to our south and west, and we could maybe see some chances of showers out of this. Now, I don't think we'll really see that come Tuesday, but we're watching for those chances Wednesday, Thursday. I think the better chance of that is going to be Friday when this cutoff low starts to migrate our direction. But we're going to see those cooler temperatures as we head into next weekend. But let's go talk about this weekend. Again, we are going to see those low clouds forming around most of our coastal cities, filling into our valleys through the overnight hours. By tomorrow morning, because of that deeper marine layer, we are looking at the chance of some drizzle, maybe even some patchy fog yet again, kind of like what we saw this morning. As we head into the afternoon, though, most of our inland locations will be clearing out. I do think we are going to keep some of those clouds around our coastal cities, especially on the southern and eastern portion of the bay. And then once again, those low clouds will start to fill back into our bay, pushing into some locations inland for those nearby valleys come Sunday morning. But poof, like I said, that offshore flow will develop, and that's going to clear us out even around the coast. So those low clouds really won't have a chance to survive on Sunday. We're looking at mostly sunny conditions. How about those temperatures for tomorrow? Overnight, we are going to be slightly cooler. We're going to see those temperatures in those 40s. So we are going to be dropping. We saw those 50s this morning, dropping into those 40s today for most locations. And then tomorrow afternoon highs, as I mentioned, are going to be cooler. So we are in those 70s on the north side of the bay. We're dropping into those upper 60s around Santa Cruz and Capitola tomorrow. For the San Lorenzo Valley, we're going to be in those low 70s. Higher elevations, cooler yet in those mid 60s. So you can tell we're going to have that cooler air aloft moving into our area. North side of the bay will be slightly warmer in those upper 60s, low 60s though. Once you head south toward Marina, 65 in Salinas, 70 tomorrow in Hollister. We'll be in those upper 60s to low 70s in the Santa Clara Valley. Monterey Peninsula, yeah, it's going to be chilly out there. Upper 50s to low 60s. Haven't seen those for a while, but they will be making their return. Those temperatures making their return to the peninsula Saturday afternoon. And then into the Salinas Valley where we were seeing those 70s, even some 80s down south toward the county line today. We're actually going to be in those upper 60s to low 70s. Though those southern locations, Bradley, Parkfield, San Antonio Valley, you'll actually still be in those upper 70s for some spots. Back along the Big Sur coast, we're going to be in those upper 60s, mid 60s for Carmel Valley. And again, overnight lows across the board going to be in those 40s. We are going to continue to see some gusty conditions as well. Those winds picked up this afternoon, starting to die down this evening, but we will see those winds picking back up tomorrow afternoon. Occasional gusts anywhere between that 25 to 30 mile per hour range. We are going to keep those low clouds around the coast tomorrow, but again, plenty of sunshine for the latter part of the weekend, heading into the beginning of next week, and warm temperatures even around the coast. So we're going from those low to mid 60s, even some upper 50s tomorrow, back into those 70s Sunday and Monday. And then again, things get a little complicated. We are going to be watching those weak systems. Again, Wednesday, better chance Thursday into Friday. But look at our inland locations. We're looking at 60s and 70s on Saturday, but Sunday warming right back up into those 70s and 80s. That's where we're going to remain into Monday. We'll cool down a little bit in the middle part of next week, but temperatures remaining in those low 70s, at least inland.